My match of the year is from TakeOver in Cardiff at the end of August. It's your match against Walter. It was 42 minutes of the most gripping pro wrestling I have seen in a very long time. And I know this is the same thing that I expressed to you over DM minutes after that match was over. You know what a fan of yours I have become. And I hope that you're not offended, Tyler, that I'm going to say a few things publicly now that I have already talked to you about privately. And you were in my favorite match of 2017 as well. It is the best pro wrestling match I have ever experienced live. The King of Trios finale, British strong style against the Sendai Girls in Wolverhampton, England. It was a masterpiece. And I am saying all of this to you, the public, as much as I'm saying it to you, Tyler, because that's really who I am recording this for. I don't want anybody to misconstrue my words or where they're coming from. I want to be very plain about the fact I am a Tyler Bate fan. Last night, just a couple hours ago, I was in the ring that is 12 feet from where this camera is situated right now. And as I was wrestling the 20th match on my own 25th anniversary tour, there was a brief lull, and I heard a fan who was sat on the bleachers in the front row in a somewhat rumpled flannel shirt say this: "You got nothing left, Quack. It's time to hang it up." And on the hour it took me to drive home last night, that was all I thought about. I tried to put on a podcast to distract myself. I couldn't listen to it. I had a sweet new playlist that I'd worked on all week. I didn't want to listen to that. All I really heard rattling around in my brain was the remark of this jerk in the front row in the bleachers of my Wrestle Factory. And then I got home and I looked at my DMs and there was your message, Tyler, and you know exactly the one that I'm talking about. And something just stuck. And it made it very difficult for me to get to sleep last night. It went round and round in my system. The idea that some people think this 25th anniversary tour of mine is a farewell tour. Some of the wording I've even seen on social media. It was the message that came out of the mouth of that guy in the front row. It was the DM that you sent me last night. And I feel like, are you not paying attention? I am the pit bull locked on the sleeve of pro wrestling, and all the thrashing and screaming is not going to get me to release that lock. I will not go quietly into my sunset if that's what you are predicting or imagining. And if you've forgotten, here's just one example. In 2012, I shattered my right leg. I was in a tag team match in Secaucus, New Jersey, and my leg kissed the guardrail and split in two. For 3 years that followed that accident, I had an instability and a tremor that came up my right leg into my lower lumbar region. Going up and down steps was nearly impossible for me, and most days I had to walk with a cane so I didn't fall over. And yet, here I stand. I was told by my doctor, you will never wrestle again, and yet, here I stand. And I guess the short version of this, Tyler, is this. I want to say I'm sorry about Friday at Fight Club Pro. I'm sorry. And here's why. Because if this match ended up being just the big strong boy against the master of 1,000 holds, then you would just be in store for the wrestling lesson of your young career and nothing else. That's it. But as I could not sleep last night, and as I came back in here this morning to make this message for you, it finally dawned on me what that weird burn is in the back of my throat, and it makes me feel very ugly to say this to you. I am so jealous of the career you are having. You, Tyler Bate, who is half my age. From the United Kingdom Championship that you won to the match of the year against Walter. You have already done more in your few scant years in the ring than I will in my whole career. If I wrestle till I'm 66, I will not have accomplished the things that you have. And although it makes me kind of hate myself to say it out loud, I am so envious of the career that you are having. And that burn that's hitting me in the back of my throat, that's coming up inside me. The reason I couldn't sleep last night is this jealousy is like a poison in my veins. They aren't coursing red and blue, they course black. Because that's what jealousy is when it takes root inside your body. And the envy I feel for you has turned into resentment. There it is. That's the honest truth of it. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with these feelings for the next couple days, but I know exactly when I'm going to get that out of my system, when I'm going to purge the poison from my veins. And that's why I'm saying to you very sincerely, I'm sorry about Friday at Fight Club Pro. And I did get the message from your mom. I know she likes to come and watch your matches. And she too had to tell me how much this means to you and how special it's going to be that I'm going to be there to share the ring with you. And she is coming. And I am telling you, please beg your mother not to come. Because I don't want her to see what I'm going to do to her big, strong boy Friday at Fight Club Pro. Tyler, I'm sorry.